Alrighty, let's try this again. How you doing? This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and National Real Solutions. We buy houses, ugly ones too, cash or terms. Now, without trying to turn this into like a commercial or infomercial or any of that bullshit, the bottom line, I just want to be very transparent in what we're trying to do. We are looking for 5 people in California and 5 people throughout the United States, a total of 10 by this Sunday. If anybody comes on here, this is, I'm not Mr. Spokesperson and all that good stuff, so just want to try to make it as honest as possible. It's super bright. I was going to go, hey, should I wear some sunglasses? But I figured that'd be too cheesy, and now the sun just starts blaring. Amen. Thank God. But I'm going to have to probably turn this because I can't even see, but it's okay. If kind of let you see the right there. It's a nice little view. Traffic. Glad I'm not in that shit once again. But I'm going to turn a little bit sideways here because that sun's starting to blare. But we are looking for people to bring aboard. And if you're sick and tired of the BS in regards to the $15,000, $20,000, $25,000 and what people are asking for tuition, a little bit on me. When I started in 2003, it was Ron LeGrand, Al Laurie, Carlton Sheets, of course, and all those guys. But I didn't have $10,000, $15,000 to spend on that, coming out of bankruptcy and all that other good stuff, and trying to do the business. My wife was in mortgage, so we do have a mortgage company, a real estate company, and now we have Americans Helping Americans, and that was started a few years ago, just out of the necessity to get out of the We Buy Houses cluster that's going on. And things have changed. Wholesaling is a lot different. There's so many people out there that are wholesaling. And of course, if you have any questions, go ahead and just type in some stuff. If you have a question about me, a question about real estate, a deal to analyze. We've been doing this for over 14 years. We are headquartered in Southern California, but we do deals throughout the United States, in Ohio, Florida. We have students and AHA advisors is what we like to call them. We're very particular in who we pick, so we're not like just creating a product and say we want the masses to have it and do it. We truly just want to do our part for America, and it is on our website. It is one family at a time, one property at a time, one person at a time. We do truly want to try to get America back on track and do our part for America. I'm American, 4th generation, Hispanic, Chicano, whatever the heck you want to call it. Sometimes people think I'm Arabian or Indian of some sort, probably the nose, thanks to my dad. I do have some cheesy things that he's told me, but even though some of his comments, or I should say quotes, were cheesy, but they're true. Like, you can't hang around with turkeys. You can't soar like an eagle if you hang around with turkeys and things of that nature, like the sky up there. But it's true. You got to surround yourself with like-minded people who have a passion, get away from the negative people and the dream killers. But what we're looking for is somebody who can actually punch their way out of a paper box, or a paper bag, I should say. A quote of mine when a manager I used to work with out in the Midwest told me that. Said, hey, look like you can punch yourself out of a paper bag, you're hired. That's the same thing with everybody. So if there's a link there, if you want to go ahead and just get some information, you want to work with us, I want to talk with everybody who's interested. If you just click the link and sign up, and then we'll talk tomorrow for sure. We can do a conference call with you one-on-one, or if there's more people, we'll do that. And let's let you know what it's all about. There's no secret sauce here. This is work, and nothing comes for free. So you have to put in the hours, put in the time, and yes, you got it's like any other business, But when we tried to do this a couple years ago for free for everybody, it just doesn't quite work. When you get something for free, or someone gives you a book, you don't read it. So what we want to do is pick selectively people that we're going to really know that can make this happen. We're going to spend the hours in doing it. We're going to give you all the tools. So you're going to piggyback on AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and National Real Solutions if you need to. We'll supply all the marketing. We'll supply the landing page, the autoresponders, the scripts, the text marketing, and all the other platforms that we've put together over the years, because it used to be a lot easier. If you run an ad in a penny saver, out if you know the Antelope Valley, and I'd run it twice, I'd run it 2 weeks, stop, 2 weeks, stop, 2 weeks, stop, and every month, we get 3 to 4 deals. And that was in the last real estate cycle. things have changed. You can't just, papers are, you hardly get any of those. I think Penny Saver went out of business and got replaced by some classico Spanish thing that's at different stores. But the key was that it went to their house. When it went to their house, they looked at it, they saved it, they'd call immediately, or they call 2 or 3 months sometimes down the road. So we've definitely have changed things. It's all about the internet marketing, lead generation. I do have a passion for marketing, so we put all those things into place. We want to give them to you. If the criteria and if it fits between both of us, because it has to be a mutual thing. There are 2 things that we've learned in this business: is integrity, loyalty, and communication. Now, communication can break down, but the other 2, once they're gone, they're gone. Or once they're violated, there's no way you can do business with that person again. Or, the communication breaks down, that can be repaired for sure. But some of the other 2 cannot. It's like if having a husband or a wife or something, and they cheat on you, and once they cheated once, they're going to cheat again. Or if it's a company, is doing that to you, that if they burned you once, they're going to burn you again. The bottom line is we want to build a culture throughout the United States, and right now is the time to do this, because we are in a real estate cycle. Things are going to go up, and it's eventually going to crash again. One of my mentors who was out in Palmdale, owns a brokerage, and he said, hey, he made more money in a down market than he did in an up market. And it's true. He worked with a lot of HUD properties. He got the account for the HUD properties, and people were pissed off at him. Yes, he was a Hispanic guy, and that's another, they gave it to him because he's Hispanic and he's a minority. Bullshit. He was just a dude who can get the job done, period. A lot of stories. If you got any questions you want to ask me, shoot away. I have no problem answering them. They don't tell you either. I'm probably gonna date myself here, but when you get to my age, the eyeballs start going. They don't tell you that. Nobody's ever told me. Not even my father. He should have told me that. But I gotta wear the spectacles. So I do have them in case I need them to read any posts, or if you got questions, ask me right now. I'd love to answer them for you. I'll be on here for a few minutes more, or as long as needed. But if you do sign up, we'll take a look. We'll give you a call tomorrow. It'll probably be around 2 p.m. and we'll touch bases with you. We'll shoot an email out with you and see if this is for you. Like I said, we're looking for 5 in California, Southern California, and if it's other Northern California, that's fine too, and 5 throughout the United States. Okay, so I'd love to speak with you, touch bases with you. We'll send you a series of emails. I am going to get on here periodically and just give some free tips away to say, hey, look, how do I get leads? How do I start my business? How do I start the LLC? Do I need an LLC? In the beginning, can I door knock? Can I do flyers? We're going to supply you with all that, but in the meantime, we'll just move forward as far as like who's interested in doing this business, and I'll go ahead and just talk about whatever you'd like to talk about in regards to real estate. Or ask some questions about me. I don't care. And some here, so you got some quotes here. Wants to know who's watching. Of course. Yeah, let's check it out. And this is pretty cool. Technology is cool in these days, and social media and all that good stuff. It's definitely changed things for sure. Put on a mask? No, I'm not going to put on a mask. I could, but I won't. All right. Okay. Swipe left. See your viewers. All right. Interesting. Friends. Donald. Find Fenny. Okay, and I believe this thing gets recorded, so if it does get recorded without making like a big old giant video, we'll upload it to We Buy Houses, the Facebook page, or the blog on National Real Solutions, or Americans Helping Americans. As you can tell, it's totally live. Look, you got a bird up there. He's yapping away. So there's a lot of birds around here. But we are looking for people. We're working NODs. Maybe on the next video I'm going to get on. I'm going to make some live calls and talk to some people. And we are hitting and we're targeting higher equity, that are people that are older. And we're also targeting NODs, notice of defaults, notice of trustee sales, in the LA region here. And we are definitely looking, so we want people that can, are not afraid to get on the phone, not afraid to go door knock. We're going to give you all the marketing tools, text marketing platforms will set you up with leads if you don't have them. But we are just looking for the right people, because this does cost money to scrape the data, put the data together, pay for the platforms, pay for the websites and all this good stuff, not alone just our money and the staff that it takes to make this thing happen. Okay, so please keep that in mind. Just click the link. It's free. Free to, click the link, get in there. It's a membership. It's not a big deal. There's not too much stuff in there, but the main thing is just that I know that you're serious. Make some type of small commitment. Click the link. Let's talk. Let's chat tomorrow, and let's see what this is all about. I can get into it and give you the sales pitch, but I'm not going to do that. I just want to be able to share with you, if you're serious, if you're truly serious about getting into the real estate business and helping and doing your part for your fellow American, because I think that's what it's all about, and that's what we missed this last decade of bullshit that's happened. But it is what it is, So let's maybe come together, and if you feel that this is for you, or just come on when I'm having these little live things here, and and absorb some information. Ask me a question, and I'll be straightforward, and I'll give you the answer if I have the answer. And if you want us to take a look at deals, send them to us, or let's talk about a deal live right online now. We can do that. Okay, but I'm not too familiar with all this stuff, so I'm sure there's a bunch of buttons. Usually I'm the person who just would read, set everything up, and then go for it. But then I don't want to make it too mechanical. I want you to see who I am, what we're about, and hopefully the passion comes through, because we truly want to help people and ourselves. Because the more people we help achieve this, and then obviously Americans helping Americans doing what we set out to do, as well as helping the people who are in situations where they need to get out of their property. Maybe it's back taxes or foreclosure, or they just don't want to pay a real estate agent. That's okay. We understand that. And we'll go through the process and teach you guys how to do that. And we figure we can do more if we come together as Americans, as it should be, as everything was based off of, America, the Bible, and things of that nature. So I'm babbling on now, so I'd love to talk with you. Okay, if you have any comments, please go ahead and comment. Make a comment now. I don't know what else we got here. What we're supposed to do here? See, tap any viewer to interact. Okay, Fernie, invite friends. Cool. It's too much to do. Very interesting. You see, I'm blind here, so. Gotcha. But I'm going to wrap this up. This is Eric from AHA, Americans Helping Americans, National Real Solutions. We're recruiting. We are looking for specific people, so this isn't a mass thing that we're doing across all over the place, and pay-per-click and all that other crazy stuff. This is very personal. So if you have a passion for it, and I wish, when I got started, I had somebody that was willing to open their doors to me. I had to go and find it, I had to build it, and then I got my mentor, and I worked with him. Without that mentor, I would have never been able to do my first real fix and flip deal. And I thank Hal from Hal's Houses, God rest his soul, a principal from Manhattan Beach who moved to the Antelope Valley. I spoke with him and was trying to sell him one of my deals, or a wholesale deal, and we just touched bases. He liked what I was doing. I asked him, I took him to lunch, because I heard this a long time ago, if you ever speak to a millionaire and you want to pick their brain, invite them to lunch. And that's exactly what I did. And the rest is history from there, because if it wasn't from him, I would have never been able, or got the confidence to go and do and talk with people and buy their properties and do everything that we've been doing for the last 14 years. So I do thank God, amen, and God named, we are saying God we trust. We are, Christians, and we do love, love what we do. We do have a passion for it. So I'm gonna be, I'm done with this right now because I'm starting to babble. So have a great, wonderful day. Today's Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, it's rock and roll time. We're gonna get back in there. I'm gonna start making some phone calls, and we're gonna do some deals. We do have some deals if you're interested. For you people who are already investors and you're rocking and rolling, the ones who don't, and you want some information, you want me to break down some of those deals for you and let you know how we got them, definitely sign up, and we'll talk tomorrow, okay? You have a great, wonderful day. Americans Helping Americans, National Real Solutions, and God we trust.